Beautiful high-end amenities, bunks off to the side, capable of sleeping 6. Folks, this right here is the 2021 Jayco Greyhawk Prestige 31FP, and I personally love this Class C. I think you have an amazing layout here. Again, high-end amenities. The bunks, if you're looking to travel with a family, this is a great option to do it. So one of the things, there's a lot of things that really make the Prestige kind of a cut above, right? And we'll get into a lot of it when we get outside with like the front cap and the J-Ride and things like that, because that is all very important. But here on the inside, there's a couple things that I really like that stand out to me. One of them is the front. You can take a look at the cab over, and for me, it looks very automotive, right? Rather than, your standard kind of RV look, you can see how it kind of looks almost like side door panels on there, which I like. You have the nets with the USB ports, and as well as the regular plug-in, so you can charge cell phones, tablets, whatever you need to. Additional cubby holes right down under here. So again, you got a bigger item, you can stick it in there. Cup holders up top. If you're like me, you like to, have a bottle of water at night, you have the capability to do that. Big front window, which is absolutely gorgeous, lets in a ton of natural light, and of course you get the cool factor, right? You touch a button just like that, boom, power up and down, which is really neat. And it's very convenient because I can kind of control how much light I want to let in very easily. There's also a TV right up here, and you can see the Blu-ray player underneath. That's right, folks. If you are someone who likes tech, you'll certainly appreciate this. The fact it comes with a Blu-ray player, not a standard DVD player, so you can actually watch your Blu-ray movies. And a lot of that, right, that's what I talk about when you're going a step above. That's one of those things that really make a big difference, and the things that Jayco does, to some of their higher-end motorhomes. And there are a lot of different Class Cs available. We saw some a little bit earlier. We're going to be going through a couple of them in this segment. And if you're interested, right, if you love this one, you're going to want to text that RV to 46642 because that will lock in the pricing for this one, and it'll route you through, and they'll know exactly what you're looking at to help service you better and just have a better overall experience. You don't have to repeat the same thing a million times. Now, if you like one of the other ones or you like something else you've already seen, that's great, folks. You can text FRESH because, as I've mentioned, we have a ton of inventory that's coming in. We have a ton of inventory on the lot, and that FRESH keyword will lock in the show pricing to make sure you're getting the best price because, as all experienced RVers know, right now is the time to buy. The reason being is, if you don't buy now, you wait until, spring or summer, a lot of the inventory, again, is already going to be gone. It's already been scarce. It's been hard to get things in. Because of the size of the company we are, we've ordered a ton. We have a bunch of stuff coming in. But believe me when I say it's not going to last. If we take a look right down underneath, of course, this bed here can sleep too. Should probably mention that. You have a ladder to get up on there. But if you look underneath, you'll see the dash. One of the things that really stand out, because, most Ford chassis are all very similar, but take a look at the size of that center panel, right? That big touchscreen panel right there. It's massive. It's easy to use. It's easy to see, which I really like. And so, that's, again, one of those upgrades. You have a microphone up front. So, you're able to talk and hear things out back. So, for your backup camera, which again can be very important. As we make our way back, we can kind of take a look over at the side right here. And this is the non-slide side. So you'll see that you have the sofa. There are a couple seat belts here, so you can have some legal riders. Jackknife drops down, capable of sleeping someone. As an adult, you can see here, not that I'm going to put my feet on the furniture, but as an adult, right, a 6-foot adult, I'm probably not sleeping here. But as a child, it's very, can be pretty comfortable. It's nice and quick and easy to make up. And again, as far as riding, this is a very comfortable seat to ride in. You have the window here with your, your upgraded shades, and I like the fact it's beige, not black, just because, it still does a good job of keeping the sun out. There's still like a blackout shade because of how thick the material is. But when the shades are down at night, those roller shades, it doesn't seem as dark. When you have the black shades and you close them off, it can seem a little dark in here. So I personally like the beige. Storage all the way across the top, LED lights there, of course, too. You have the soft touch ceiling. I believe it's at 84-inch ceiling height. Again, I'm 6 foot tall. You can see I have plenty of room to the ceiling there. So if you're a little bit taller, the Greyhawk Prestige may be a good option. Taking a look across the way is our dinette, and apparently I left my Starbucks cup there. I don't know if this is the Game of Thrones set or what. Sorry about that. But the thing I do like about this, right, is that it's again, a comfortable seat. You are riding down the road. You get to have conversation with the people right here in the sofa or in the passenger seat or the driver. You're sitting here playing a game, sipping on some coffee. I probably have had too much of that, but you know, again, very comfortable, and you have seatbelts. So if you need some additional riders here, boom, you are good to go. That big window also lets in a ton of natural light. You can get great cross ventilation in this layout. That's one of those things that, you know, a lot of people don't think about. But you open up the windows here, open it up here, coming right across. You don't want to run the AC. You can still stay, you know, fairly cool in here, which I like. Then we get over into the kitchen. Beautiful, solid surface countertops. Take a look at that. Now, with this layout, you normally don't get a ton of you know, dedicated prep space. But so what they did is they give you sink top covers, recessed cooktop with the cover, and you get this guy right here which pops up. So you have a little bit more space right there. Not that it's a ton, but it's enough to at least set some things off to the side. And so that is what you'll mainly be using. Now, when I take this off, because it is true solid surface, obviously they undermounted the sink, because why wouldn't you if you can, right? It's cleaner, looks nicer. Double bowl stainless steel sink right there. High-rise pull-out faucet. Over to the side, or over to the back rather, pop-up power tower. Need to plug some things in. You have a coffee maker, excuse me, maybe an electric skillet. That's where you'll plug it in right there. A little bit of storage up top. You know, again, same thing here, microwave, that 3-burner cooktop there. I like this backsplash. I think they did a really good job with the tile choice on that one. This, of course, folds up and back, kind of doubles as a backsplash too, just 'cause it's nice and easy to clean, which I always like. You have the oven, storage all the way underneath as well. Now, the other cool thing about this coach, if you take a look all the way down, you'll see that this whole entire wall is basically just one big slide. I mean, it's a huge slide out, which really helps to open up the space and just lets this floor plan work. Because a lot of times, you know, if you didn't have that slide, it just wouldn't function. But I love how much room you have here. We'll check that out in just a second. I do want to point out your fridge freezer is right over here, as well as the pantry space. It's always important when we talk about kitchen to know where everything's going to be stored. You see that you have plenty of space there. Now, you know what, I'll hit the bunks first. So we'll go in there in a second, but I do want to hit the bunks. So you'll have the double bunks. The cool thing I really like about this, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera there, but you have TVs on both the top and bottom bunk with a DVD player built in. So, you know, you want to talk about vacation, right? You know, we all try to find good ways to vacation. And I don't know about you, but I know, you know, my 5-year-old loves nothing more than to stay up late, lay right here, pop a movie in. She gets to watch a movie, you know, and just stay up a little bit later. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? That is the life right there. I absolutely love that. Both bunks get it. They don't have to fight. Storage underneath, privacy curtains there, everything that you need. Real quick here before we head out, let's go into the bathroom and then into the bedroom itself. So, neo-angle shower. As far as height, obviously there's no issues there. I'm 6 foot tall. I mean, folks, you could be, you know, 6'6", still be able to stand in there with no issues at all, especially with that skylight. A little bit of storage. In the corner is your porcelain toilet. I mean, clearly more than enough leg room. Great shoulder space. Sink off to the side. Upgraded countertops here too. Undermounted stainless steel bowl. You have the single post faucet, which I like. I think that's a, you know, an upgraded look, a lot nicer than your standard, you know, double. So I do like that they upgraded the faucet. Mirrored medicine cabinet right there. And here, I'll let you go the other way into the bedroom. You'll see that there are 2 entrances and exits into the bedroom, right? You have the main one, and then you have this side one over here. Now, let me sneak in real quick just to show you. So you have a bed there, storage all across the top, big windows. You have all this wardrobe space. So good wardrobe right here, drawers underneath, huge bank of drawers there, and a TV which lifts up. And I forgot to mention this actually in, was it the Sunseeker we did last, right? That there was there's a different section a little while ago. But, you know, that one opened up too, folks. So, you know, this is one of those things that we know, right? Behind a lot of TVs, there's extra storage. We can help you out with those things. You know, if that's something where you're like, you know, oh, this just doesn't have enough storage. Maybe there is. Maybe you just don't know, but we're here to help. All you have to do is call 877-297-8725, and we are here to help you out. We are trained and ready to go. Let's hit some of the features outside because, you know, again, this is where Jayco really kind of shines. I know it's gorgeous in there, but there's a ton out here I want to talk about too. One of the very first things is the front cap. Now, if you know me, you've seen my videos, you know how much I love front caps on any RV, especially on a Class C, and this is probably, in my opinion, one of the absolute best. This cap right here wraps underneath, goes all the way back and into the the home portion itself, right? It wraps around right here. I mean, you know, this whole thing is capped. This corner is capped. Now it is a different molding piece, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not the same, but nonetheless, that really helps because again, that driving rain as you're driving down the road, this is helping to prevent that water intrusion, which I love. Side view cameras are built into the mirror right here. Of course, you have a backup camera, but side view too. Turn on a blinker, you can see right next to you. That can help you back up, but more importantly is, you know, you're going down the road, you know, turn on the blinker, you're gonna switch lanes, it'll help cover your blind spot. Which when you start getting a little bit longer Class Cs like this one, may not be a bad idea. J-Ride Plus, this one is wonderful. The J-Ride's a little bit different on all the different Jayco RVs, right, on all the motorhomes. So they have a lot of similarities, like a computer balanced drive shaft, things like that. This one right here actually has special shocks on it. I believe it's not Sachs. I can't think of the name brand right now, but it does have special shocks on there, as well as Hellwig helper springs on there. So a lot of things that just really help balance the load itself, right? To make sure when you're turning, it's cornering well. That drive shaft, because it's balanced, you're not going to get those vibrations, so you don't get all the rattles and creaks and stuff that you may have heard about in other Class C motorhomes. TV right there, that pops up nice and easy, and of course, you have the awning right above it, so that way you have all this you know, it's going to be covered. You're able to see the TV, protects you from the sun beating down, gives you a beautiful campsite, plenty of storage right there underneath as well as here in the back. I mean, you know, we open this up, you can see right there, take a look at this. I want to make sure we get that here. You have huge storage right there as well, folks, as well as a hitch in the back. You know, you want to hook something else up, you got a toad that you want to pull behind you, you want a little car to be able to tool around in. This one has the hitch, of course, so you're able to do that. Again, folks, this is the Greyhawk Prestige 31 FP. If you're interested in this one, text RV to 46642. You're looking at $113,455 or a daily price of starting at $22.70. That is a great price to be able to get something this wonderful and start making memories with your family the safest way possible.